But they do like hang out in
do
there
it.
and stuff
They do
too,
it,
so
yeah.
it's different. It's not like we're hanging out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You
Dudes don't do
just
that.
go in there, you pee and you leave.
Yeah.
Wash your hands and then you leave.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Yeah.
Isn't it the
We don't want
worst?
to talk while our dicks are out.
Isn't it the worst when people
Have you ever had someone talk to you while you're at the urinal?
Yeah, and I'm like, this is not.
I'm like, I get it because they're right next to each other, but it's like we're here for a purpose.
Is that the kind of stuff that they listen to at like EDM? All the kids like?
This is not EDM.
It's not, right?
No, this is rap.
Well, she's using an electronic device.
She's using a turntable.
Electronic device music?
She's
Isn't
using
that
one of these. It's
Yeah,
not
electronic
like-
device. That's what it's called, right?
Oh my god!
Electronic device
This is what
music.
the EDM kids listen to.
It's not, right?
Electronic
'Cause I
dance-
like
That
that
is
dance
not
music.
EDM.
because I like this.
You would know, okay.
but I don't like E EDM.
EDM is like It's like it's dance music.
I could dance to that.
You can dance to that? No, you mean vibe to
Vibe.
that?
So
Yeah, it's
dance
different.
versus vibe.
Dance is like your. Okay, let's just start the show. This is an interesting topic. If you, I'd like to dissect your. Never mind. Your knowledge of your disassociation with EDM and rap.
I don't rap,
Okay. All right.
but this, whatever.
This. Do you want me to pull up EDM and we can compare?
But she's mixing it though.
That doesn't mean that it's not. Doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't make it EDM.
No. She put this together
Mm-hmm.
and it's just playing it for you.
Just a DJ.
Yeah, she's just a DJ. She found whatever tracks that she likes that she thought works well together. Some of them are layered with other things, and then she's just playing it for you to enjoy. EDM is a genre,
But they do
think.
the same thing. They prepare music for
DJing,
you to enjoy.
DJing is not the same thing as EDM.
Yeah.
DJing is mixing music. That's what a DJ does. But there's different kinds of DJs. There's EDM DJs. There's hip hop DJs. She's probably an open format DJ because she's mixing all kinds of music.
yes.
So we would say open format DJ.
You would just say DJ.
just DJ.
Just
yeah.
DJ.
You're trying to get specific. But like DJs can play EDM because EDM is a type of music. Just like
Right.
DJs
Right.
can play rock music and hip hop music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People gather at EDC, which is it's called Electric Daisy Carnival, to listen to electric dance music. That's what that is. So it's like techno, like what
Specifically.
you would think of as techno.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't ever hear rap at EDC.
No,
Probably not. And if you would, they would make it into an EDM type song somehow.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I like rap and I stand that I don't like E EDM.
It has its purpose, EDM. There's a time and a place. Some of it's pretty good. Some of it's all about the moment, whatever you're doing, where you're at. I mean, you're not going to be like at home, like journaling, and it's like maybe if that's part of your creative process, but probably not.
You know, that's how I wrote the new Wicked movie. I was just
you wrote the new Wicked.
Yes, I did.
Well, let's start on that then. Let's start the show.
Welcome to 30s episode 90. No, I'm kidding.
Well, we could it could be part of the
That could
show,
be part of
right?
the
We recorded that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So we'll start midway today. Welcome
Yeah.
to the show.
Episode 90. My name is Clint.
My name is Uncle Hungover Marcus.
Ooh, Hunover.
And the uncle's back.
Uncle's
yeah,
back.
comes and goes.
Hunover, Uncle.
Yeah. I had a fun
Typical.
night last night.
Oh, did you? Hold on.
Okay.
We need to introduce producer Caesar.
He's
Hi,
here.
hey everybody. Welcome.
You've already heard him talking. He described some music stuff to us.
Yeah, thank you. Because I honestly,
I think that's going to be the clip already. I like that conversation. That's rap, not EDM.
okay, because some more context. Marcus was playing this a
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah.
So he was playing this DJ
It's
girl
like
that he
explaining
found.
music to an alien or
Yeah, I
something.
know. Like, what is the things on the table with the circles?
And she's Korean, you know, Marcus's type.
Sure.
And I get confused because I see people, you know, I see them DJ, and I know DJing is DJing, right? They're they're mixing and they're doing different stuff to the music and adding things to it.
That's what DJing is, yes.
But yeah, so I didn't know the difference between EDM and
a DJ.
DJ. It looks like they do the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, because EDM is not an action, it's a type.
It's a type. Thank you. It's a type. It's a type. So now I know. Welcome to the 30s where you're really out of
EDMing
it.
over there today.
Oh, just some EDM.
You see someone with a turntable? Oh, they're EDMing. Oh, God. Anyway, so we'll open the show.
There it goes. There it goes.
Would you say episode this is?
90.
90. We're almost to 100. And 100 is going to be the big bar episode. I already have some stuff planned.
Ooh, cool.
It may have to change since our location may not be the same, but
right. So somehow this is the last day we record in this room.
Yeah. This was fun while it lasted. Didn't last as long as we thought it would, but
Well, big.
goodbye bricks. Goodbye fake fern. Don't knock over.
Goodbye, good lighting.
Yeah. We'll still have good lighting.
Oh,
Lights
thank God.
aren't hard to
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, that's my mission, is to get good lighting. No
Get
matter
this light. Like
what.
this,
It's not that expensive.
Okay.
It looks good.
We'll make it happen. So yeah, we're gonna be in a new spot. So this is goodbye to this. But whatever, we'll make it work. Always make it work. But yeah, the big bar episode will be different, but whatever.
It'll be like a cooking show almost.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
drinks.
want to have planned. Is
Yeah.
just build drinks and drink them.
And I'll just be in my best Gordon Ramsay of like, oh, I could really taste that, and then describe the way that he would.
Oh,
the food.
okay, yeah,
Because I've been watching Top Level Chef.
okay. What's top level chef?
That's where there's 3 different levels. The bottom level is like the worst kitchen, so they like on purpose give you like bad utensils and equipment.
Okay,
And then the middle level is pretty good, and then the top is like Gordon Ramsay's actual
it's like
kitchen.
a class thing.
Yeah,
This is
well,
how
it's
you
like
would cook if you were in
it's
the
a cooking
hood.
show,
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
because they have 3 different types of people on the show. They have
okay.
they have
Interesting.
the influencer.
Do they reflect the level of kitchen?
Yeah, they kind of
Okay,
do.
okay,
They kind
okay.
of do, especially when they were like auditioning to be on the teams.
Yeah.
So there's TikTok influencer chefs
Okay.
who they're just famous because their food looks good online. So you
Right.
could probably do that one.
Okay.
And then there's homemade chefs where they literally cook at home.
Uh-huh.
So I don't even know how like they would figure out about the show if they're not like the influencer people. But anyways, so they're like normies almost, like
Yeah.
so normal people.
So
And
like
then
you?
there's like me, I'd be that one.
Okay.
'Cause I don't post the food I make. So then the third is actual real chefs, pro chefs.
Okay.
So they audition and then they get picked by Gordon and then the 2 other judges. And then they compete. So it's pretty cool to watch.
Yes. Do they put the good chefs in the bad kitchens?
So the way it works, so they're all on these different teams. So they draft everybody. And the top chef, the top room, they get to choose all the food first. Because then it falls down to the bottom levels, like an elevator.
Okay.
So you have like veal, prime rib, lamb, and then by the time it keeps falling down, it gets to like the lesser and lesser meats and the lesser food.
Like rabbit.
So you get rabbit.
Spam.
One of them
Vienna sausage.
one of them that won was lamb's tongue.
Okay.
Lamb's tongue for pizza. So by the time it got to the very bottom, this girl had lamb's tongue. And I thought, there's no way that could be good. Like even my
Have you had
Scottish
lamb's
roots.
tongue?
My Scottish roots, it's like, I feel like I should have had lamb's tongue at this point because that's all they eat is lamb. It ends up winning that episode somehow. Like it wins best food of that episode.
Lamb's tongue.
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay's like, oh, the way you did this was really well done, this lamb's tongue. And I'm like, how? How could that be good? Never
Lamb's
tried
tongue.
lamb's tongue.
You had cow's tongue?
Yeah, they've had cow's tongue.
Probably
Yeah.
tastes the same, right?
Yeah. Have you had cow's tongue?
Yeah, it just tastes like beef.
All right.
I had stomach. It just tastes like I've had. What's tripa, Caesar? Tripa? That pig or cow?
I think that's pig.
Pig, and that's the stomach, right?
Yeah,
It just tastes like pork. Like I feel like
Yeah.
every kind of animal that we think is weird
Mhm.
because we're American, like tongues or stomachs or whatever, just tastes like the animal that it is.
Right.
In my experience, but I've never had lamb's tongue.
Lamb's tongue. And it's so funny when he doesn't like something, he's just like, "Oh, it's a shame. It's such a shame that it's dark. It's such a shame. Oh, it's runny.
It's dark.
It's such a shame. So much shame. Oh God,
Shame.
shame.
He's a food shame nun.
He's shame. So he's like, oh, shame. What a shame. What a letdown. So sad. So sad, really.
Okay.
But he can't. So, yeah. So I'll judge all the drinks you make.
Like that. Okay. I have some. I can't make too many because then we'll just get trashed unless you want to do that.
Probably need more people to do it with.
Yeah, I guess we can have some people on. That could be fun. Have a guest or two. Some of our regulars. Maybe get Steve back on. Although he doesn't really drink. Jasmine, she doesn't really drink either.
How about we
They drink, but they're not.
Find some drinkers.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you don't want to bring them because they'll go crazy.
No, because it's like the friends of mine that are drinkers. Yeah. No, they don't. It wouldn't be good. But yeah, we could do that. So yeah, can I talk about last night? What I did last night?
So today is
Friday.
Good Friday.
Good Friday.
The day where Christ was betrayed by Judas.
Is that what that means?
And is killed. So in the same sense of that, please, Judas, tell me about how you met Dave Attell last night.
That's the end of the story. That was the end of the story. So yeah, I saw Dave Attell last night down at the Improv. And it was like not a plan. We planned to see Dave Attell. Dave Attell is in Brea this weekend. So we had plans to see, you texted last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago to, hey, you want to go? And we said yes. And so we're going to go tonight. But they added a show yesterday. I was going to hang out with some friends yesterday. And then I saw that they added a show. Oh, because I checked the Improv. I was like, oh, you guys want to go watch Dave Attell tonight? And then they said yes. And yeah, we saw Dave Attell. And it was a great show. The host was great. I don't remember her name. I got to meet her after the show too. But then Jason Ellis came out. You know who that is?
Yeah, I've
skateboarder.
heard of him.
Oh, he does stand up now, but he came out. He was one of the openers, and he was very funny. He's the one I posted on my Instagram.
Yeah, what is he normally on? Like, does he have a podcast?
He has a podcast called Hawk and the Wolf, I think, or something like that. But it's him and Tony Hawk.
Oh,
He's a skateboarder. Like he's a
Tony
big
Hawk
skateboarder.
has been doing a lot of podcasts too.
Yeah, but they have a podcast.
Oh,
And then he has his own called the Jason Ellis Show. Like he's been on he had like a radio show for a long time. It's like a big deal. But he's been doing stand up the last few years. And he's like on every other comedian's podcast now.
Yeah.
He's, like how that works. Maybe he'll be on ours one day.
ooh,
And yeah, he went up and I saw him do stand up at the store one time, but it was like it was like he didn't do much time. It was funny, but it was kind of like it was in the belly room. So it was like it felt like a really quick thing, but this is the second time I've seen him. And he was funny. And I took a picture of him, and then the guy, the door guy, one of the door guys was like, okay, so when I got to the Improv, we checked in with the door guy, and then we had a booth, right? So we walked in, and then the next guy to meet us was going to lead us to the booth, and he was like, "Hey, you look like this guy from this one band." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, he named the band. I don't know what he said, and he was like, "Yeah, his name is blah 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 from this band." I was like, "Oh,
do you?"
yeah, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then my friends were like, "It's because it's him," and not, but obviously, but he was like, "All right, come this way," and this guy would keep he was secure. I don't know, but he kept they're walking around in there, right? And so he kept walking by and be like, "Hey," like the guy from the band, right? I'm like, I didn't.
Did you look up the band?
We did afterwards because we saw him on the way out. But at one point, I was taking a picture of.
Wait, pull it up.
I don't remember what it was. I'll have to figure it
band?
out, and then I'll put a picture right here. Compare. But what was I saying? Oh, so I was taking a picture of Jason Ellis, and I got away with it. And then I started taking a picture of Dave Attell, and he came over and was like, "But I'm the guy from the band."
You're using it now?
Yeah, it's like a VIP thing. I don't know, but so on the way out, we saw him again, and one of my friends was like, "What's the name of the band again?" And he told him, and then he pulled up the picture, and they both said I kind of looked like him. I saw no resemblance. Again, compare right here.
Was it the hair?
I don't know.
The Hawaiian face?
It's some New Zealand band.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could see you as New Zealand.
Like that's
Isn't he like Taika?
a Kiwi? Aussie. Kiwi. Those are Kiwis,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, because those are islander, like the Maori, whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Those are island. We're all like islanders, you know.
Yeah.
We share similar cultures and stuff. But so maybe you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said look at that guy. But what was I talking about? So the show. Yeah, the second opener was Louis Katz, who was hilarious. He has a special out on YouTube, I think, right now.
Oh,
The YouTube or Netflix? I don't know. I haven't seen it. He killed, and then Dave Attell came out, and I've never seen Dave Attell do stand up live because he's always in New York. You know?
Oh wait. Oh, you weren't. I think I saw him once at the Comedy Store. Maybe you weren't there.
It's
him and Jeff Ross.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it was just they popped up.
Yeah,
like they
he popped
up
in like 2
sometimes.
nights ago to the Comedy Store too. He was in town, and his special just came out. Dave Attell. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched half of it, but I didn't want to watch too much to.
Before tonight.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it tomorrow. I got nothing going on tomorrow. Yeah, it was a great show. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot to drink. Not too much, you know. Not like when we saw Christina P and I blacked out.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Well, you had to drive, so you didn't. But
Yeah, there was a point where I'm drinking Sprites.
And I'm drinking vodka.
You're still going.
And remember I told you that night, I was like, if I say I want another drink, you say no. And you did not do that. You're like, sure. I remember that part. We were leaving the Improv. I was already wasted. Like, do you want to go in Dave & Buster's for another drink?
Oh.
And I had told you beforehand, if I ask for another drink, you have to say no. Because if you say no, I'll be like, okay.
I thought you got Sprite in there.
At Dave &
At
Buster's?
Dave & Buster's.
With vodka in it.
Oh.
And you're
Failed.
we're like, sure. Like, God damn it. And I lost my Apple Watch that night. It just fell off somewhere.
Oh my God.
I still think it's in your car somewhere. Buried in
If I
some
find it.
crevasse.
In a crevasse.
Yeah, or under the seat. Anyway, last night I didn't black out or anything, but I did have a lot to drink. And when I got home, I had a lot to drink. I drank at home last night too because I was just like,
You just kept
I was on
going?
edge. I was just like, not an edge, but just like on a high. That's how I was on a
Yeah.
high. I was so happy. But yeah, on the way out, we got to meet Louis Katz and Dave Attell, and unfortunately, Jason Ellis left. That would have been cool, but and then the opener, whatever her name was, I don't remember. But yeah, it was cool. It was fun. Had a great time. Dave Attell's very short.
Yeah.
He was a very small man. I didn't know that until I was like right next to him. Yeah, I had a great time. Hopefully, he'll be there tonight. He will
See
be
him.
there tonight, but
He'll
like
be there.
after the show, maybe he'll do like a meet and greet
I
thing.
wonder if we'll have the same people opening
Sell
for
some
him.
merch. Maybe. I don't think Jason Ellis will be there tonight, but
No.
I'm sure Louis Katz will be there. And then we'll see if it's the same host, probably.
That's cool.
Which means I'm probably going to watch the same show again tonight. So I may be like, whatever. But it was a funny show. I don't mind watching it again.
Mm-hmm. Dave Attell's the quintessential New York comic.
Yeah, he's the one that they're all like, "What's your inspiration?" Dave Attell.
Yeah.
So
So that's also why I was like,
Cool.
either way, I gotta go see him.
yeah, it's cool to see him here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had fun last night. I got the repost.
Did they?
Not from Jason Ellis. On my story, I had just posted one of those pictures I took, and then I got the repost. The like and the repost, even though it probably means nothing, but you know, for us small brands, it means a lot. So that was nice. Maybe one day I can be like, hey, remember the Improv and Dave Attell? You're like, no, he's Australian. Like,
No, I don't.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. Who? So let's say years from now, you're setting up a show, and you want to get who would you want to have go before you?
Like a stand-up show?
Yeah, not
Oh.
me. Like your heroes.
Are you asking who my comedy heroes are?
Well, yeah, and then who would you just want to be around to do comedy with that night?
No. Well, they'd all be better than me. So.
Well, yeah, so that'd be the hard part.
Yeah, I can't
Because
have
you get the people better
you
than
can't
you.
have the killers open for you, and then like, hey guys,
I mean, you could. It's just-
What's the deal with socks? I don't know.
We'll say you're good by then.
Okay. I don't know, dude. Just whoever. There's no like comedians I don't really care for.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Why? What about you? That's an interesting question.
Now I'm thinking about it.
I would just like, because I just like being around them in general.
I would just want to hang out with them.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, the show was fun. Let's do the green room hang now, or like the parking lot hang. Like, that's what I'd want to be. That's okay. Okay, change your question to that instead. So, who would I want to open for me? I don't know. But who would I want in the green room, or who would I want in the parking lot to chill out with? Obviously, Tom Segura. Obviously, Christina Pien. Obviously, Annie Letterman. Like my three.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Sam Tripoli is really funny. Him. I don't know, like all of that. Like,
yeah, like
there's no one I would not want to be
now,
around.
and it's almost like I would have to like, almost like theme it to where like if I'd want Tom and Bert for one day, but then Tom and Bert would also probably need Bobby Lee, and then probably need like Theo Von. And that would just be a crazy room.
All the like hugest people in comedy
right now.
Yeah,
right
in
now.
one room.
But then a different room would be like I like Pete Holmes. So it'd probably like that'd be like the spiritual side of comedy.
Okay.
So
throw Taylor in there. Tomlinson
Taylor Tomlinson would be in that group.
Yeah, all the churchies.
She would be the churchy people. So maybe Chris Stefano might be in that group. I saw him in a clip talking about to Bill Maher about the Case for Christ book. That surprised me.
What is that?
That's basically like an atheist was like trying so hard to discredit Christ, and it ended up leading him to believe in Christ.
Oh,
so he has this
got him.
book. Got him. We got him.
That's how they get you.
We got him. Look into it too much.
You're gonna hate us so much that you're gonna love us.
Yeah, that's that is the case.
The
for
old
Christ.
switcheroo, as they call it.
And it's Chris Stefano talking to Bill Maher, who like Bill Maher is like famously atheist.
Yeah.
So I thought that clip was just
Famously
funny because I'm like, oh, how long is he going to talk about Case for Christ?
Yeah.
Wow.
Famously.
So there'd be like a night like that.
He made a whole documentary about how he's atheist.
About what?
How he's atheist.
Bill Maher?
Yeah. So that's why he's famously atheist.
Okay. What a boring documentary topic.
It was.
I don't believe in God.
And he's just angry the whole time. I'm
it's like
you're kind of obsessed with him.
Isn't that what that means? If you're so obsessed with not so we'll use this. So like if that's your brand, like atheist, if you're an atheist, whatever. But if that's something that you're like proud of, and like I want you to know that I'm an atheist, doesn't that mean you're kind of obsessed with like being spiritual in some way?
I agree. Yeah.
Because
that's the big joke.
I can say for myself, I don't really believe in anything, but that's not like, I don't like present that to somebody.
Yeah.
And like, so like you, I'm not like, don't believe in it. Don't believe in it. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But like,
Don't believe it.
yeah, that's what that means, right? If you're just so like, there's some guy that I work with who's atheist, and he's kind of like that. If you bring it up, he's not going to like approach you about it. But if you happen to like bring it up, he's like very passionate about it. And he went to a convention. There's an atheist convention.
Oh, that's
boy.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's like we all get together to not believe in something together at the same time.
That's why it's like its own church.
Yeah,
That's
is.
literally
It's
a
its
church
own.
if you gather together.
Right. If you're that atheist, that is your religion.
That's your religion.
Right? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. That's what like Christian pastors will like, that'll be like, that's like their biggest laugh is like, oh, atheists. Why are they thinking about God so much then? Ha ha ha.
Why don't you marry him?
Why'd you marry him?
And they say
Another 90s joke. What did we have last week? Oh, I don't know if I said it on camera, but for the X-Men show, they got in a not joke where he was like, what was it? Cyclops to like knock him over, and he was like, "Oh no, please, not!" And then just shoots him with his thing. And you're like, the 90s not jokes. Anyway, what you were talking about? You're a comedian.
So yeah,
comedian. What's a
fantasy
football thing?
Yeah,
It's
my
like
fantasy. It's my
football
draft.
league.
Yeah, it's my draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really, because I just love comedians so much, just
And there's
in
a
general,
lot now that I like.
Yeah.
That you like. Like it's a spectrum now.
Yeah, but it is a spectrum, but like it's it's just there's just so many, and they have their own things, and I wouldn't like. Oh, I'd hang out with you today. I'll hang out with you today. There's no like for me. I wouldn't know how to pick like a bingo card of them or whatever fantasy league. But what were we talking about? The Brea show was great. Tonight we're gonna go and we'll report on it next week.
Go watch Dave Attell on Netflix. He's one of those New York goats. Because you know how to describe New York comedy versus like West Coast comedy?
I don't know how to describe it, but I know it when I hear it.
Yeah.
Kind of like porn.
Oh.
It was that one. It was in Parks and Rec where they were like, how do you describe porn? And it was like, I can't describe porn, but I know it when I see it.
Or sex.
Or sex. I can describe sex.
But I know it when I see it.
Yeah.
And then in the porn star, she goes, for me, it's where the penis goes in.
For me, it's when the penis goes inside.
That is the episode.
Just
because they made a Leslie Knope.
Yeah, there was some like justice whoever like had that quote. She was trying to be like very whatever about it. She's like, for me, it's when the penis goes inside. Thank you.
But that's true because New York comedy is pretty. It's grungy that way.
Yeah,
it's like it is kind of like watching a porn, I guess.
Okay,
a porn, or it's because you know that like
I don't know if I would describe it that way, but
I think like the rooms. Historically, the rooms in New York are smaller and it's usually a tougher crowd.
Well, it's just the culture is different there than it is
New York
here.
is tougher people.
So you have to make them laugh how you would make them laugh instead of us. So, like, I don't know how to describe it, but if I know a New York comic when I see one.
Yeah, no, that was a good quote. Like. Parks and Rec was a good quote.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I'm great. I'm awesome.
Wow, you're so good.
I'm so good.
How hungover are you?
Not as bad as I thought. Like I actually, because I'm drinking right now, but like I woke up thinking like, okay, this is gonna fucking suck. Because you know how like you can feel it happening in the time. Like you're like, okay, this is gonna get worse and worse and worse. But now I feel okay. Just kind of, I think because I got a lot of sleep last night, and I got a lot of sleep because I'm worked to the bone this week. Today's Friday, and I've worked like 48 hours this week. And this work week is done for me. But
is it because the opposite's for me? I had nothing to do because it's spring break, but it's spring break for you, so it's busy.
Well, no, it's like tax season's here now, and that's always a big hit for me. And then I've got other expenses, so I'm just working more now to have to cover that. Which is I hate taxes, dude. It sucks. Taxes suck. It's like.
Because they take a lot back from you.
Yeah, I owe money on my. No, it's just like when your tax bracket goes up, like mine has gone up significantly over the last however many years. It's like you just owe money. The more money you make, the more you owe. So it's like I no longer make money when I do taxes.
And it's like annoying for you because like it's not like you're a millionaire or something.
No, like I'm comfortable. I'm a comfortable. Working class person.
Like go after those hired people.
Yeah.
Go after them.
Well, they can pay that stuff too, but to them it's nothing. But like to me, like I can afford it, but it's also still like a debt. Like it's like I have to pay $2,000. Jesus.
Yikes, really?
That's what it was last year. Hopefully it won't be that much this year. But you know what I mean? It's just like why I'm comfortable. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. I'm doing it. Yeah. I'm doing the thing. I'm living life normally. I'm not driving an expensive car, nothing, but I still have to pay this.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's why I have a lot of hours clocked. I was so tired. Like I contemplated canceling last night because it's just like I'm too tired, guys. But then I couldn't pass it up, so I went and then went home and just I kept drinking at home. But once I went to bed, it was just like I woke up. This morning-ish, whatever I texted you when I woke up. But yes, that's about me.
I was really so I had all this time this week, so I've done a lot of reading and trying to watch people on YouTube who I think, maybe they know something I don't. So have you heard of the guy Brian Johnson?
Yes,
he's like pasty white dude. He's
just coughing.
He's dying. So Brian Johnson.
He's not trying to tell you something. You heard of Brian Johnson?
He looks kind of like Caesar, actually. got nice hair.
Mm.
So, but he's one of those that like one of those millionaires who's trying to like reverse aging so bad that he has like
Jack stuff.
he's
into them.
literally like he said he's like the most researched human on the planet right now
Okay.
because he has
And now by you.
and now by me.
Mm-hmm.
So because he has all these people like from the moment he wakes up, he's like checking his vital signs and like checking every piece of his body
Yeah.
to like be the most pristine,
Mm.
optimal person ever.
Sounds horrible. Doesn't it? Like,
It sounds exhausting.
yeah,
'cause
that's
he's-
what I mean. It sounds like
sounds
a
exhausting.
lot of work to just
Goes
be,
into it, but I'm watching it like, okay, I would like my skin to not feel so dry.
Right,
I'd like
right.
my eyes to not feel dry. I'd like to
Yeah.
have some hair back because he
Uh-huh.
reversed his hair loss.
Well, you can do that.
And we'll see when I'm rich.
Yeah.
So he like basically his nighttime routine is, and so I tried it last night.
Oh my. Okay. All right. All right. I'm ready.
Where so you get away from your phone
Okay.
because the biggest thing is that your phone's going to distract you and it's going to mess up your sleep. I didn't drink
Okay.
because alcohol is like the biggest thing to mess up your
Right.
sleep.
All right.
Because you could even think you're,
Passed out
like,
doesn't mean you're
passed
sleeping
out
well.
doesn't mean you're sleeping well.
Yeah.
So that's the big misconception.
Okay.
But then he like lathers himself up in all this moisture cream where he looks like Christian Bale from American Psycho,
Okay.
just lathered up. So I'm like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say before you go too far, now that you're being blasted with light, your skin looks good today.
Thank you. See, it's because I was outside all week too.
Uh huh.
So I was really like trying.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how it goes.
All right. Well, continue with routine.
Yeah. So I mean,
So you're lathered up in
that's kinda
oils
it.
and
So
creams.
You lather up, and you go to bed. It's so funny though, because in his whole routine, like from the beginning to the middle, he's like, "Oh yeah, I have this 1 hour where I specifically spend it with my son, where we hang out, and we just hang out." I'm like, "You really give like your son 1 hour?
Yeah.
Like anybody else could do that? Like that's crazy. Sorry, son, you only get 1
more
hour
than
of
I
my
get.
time."
Yeah.
Oh my god, the drama.
Go on.
Yeah, so I was ready for today, and then I just think it's always so funny because these like wisdom people or like the self-helpy people, they're always like, don't be on your phone. But I wouldn't know about what you're saying
wasn't on
if I
your
hadn't
phone.
had a phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it.
The don't
did
be
a
on your
little-
phone thing. I don't know anything, but the whole like stay away from your phone. It's like, how are you going to connect to anything without a phone?
Yeah.
You need a phone today. If you're not using your phone, you're using your laptop.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's
Even
just
like
smaller.
Like today I woke up early and I went on a walk, so I wasn't on it. But then I wanted to research stuff, so I'm on it.
Yeah.
So I'm back on it.
Yeah.
It's like what would I do if I couldn't do that?
Right.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
I get the addiction part of it.
Yeah. That's something different. But
Yeah.
I mean, you're addicted to all kinds of stuff. But
Ugh.
I don't know. You're addicted to all kinds of okay. What were we talking about just before that? I feel like I had a point to make. Forgot. Oh, well, whatever. What else we got going on this week?
Well, so it'll be my birthday on April 5th. What I did want to tell you was
I'm better than the sound effects. I did a better job.
I was out for a friend, and
Do I know this friend?
you know the other friend.
Okay.
So I was out with that friend for our friend who was in like the final rounds of this karaoke contest
Oh,
at
okay.
this place. And I went
Wouldn't
because
that
it's
just
like
be a singing competition?
It was basically a singing
Like American
competition. It was
Idol?
basically, they called it American Idol, but
Oh.
the name of the
Okay.
place. And I was like, okay, he's in the last 5 or 10,
Right.
so I'll go.
Okay.
But then our friend brings up that it's my birthday soon. What should we do for you?
No. Poor form.
And I'm like, I don't want to hang out with these specific people.
These are the people that I know of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God. So our our friend,
Oh God.
And also, I haven't been out much. I really felt
Yeah.
it that night.
Uh-huh.
I felt I've been pretty good at staying home or like working out, doing something else that's not out doing this,
Besides being a
out late.
fiend. Yeah.
Yeah. And the minute I'm in there, I'm like, there's too many people here.
Yeah.
He goes around
Oh no.
and he has to say hi to every single person.
Yeah.
And I'm good to just be like,
Yo.
from over here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to touch you.
Right.
Stay over there.
Yeah.
But he's just, how's it going? How's it going? And he pulls me in to the point where like I have to like tell someone my name because they didn't know who I was. And I'm just like, I hate having to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm not going to remember their name.
No, because it's not important.
It's not.
Yeah. I may see you again at one point, but it's not.
But then I say my name and he was good at remembering, but the way he like would say my name was kind of like,
How'd you say it?
he's just like, oh, it's Clint.
What does that mean?
And I'm like, I don't know. I was like,
does that mean
huh?
he's heard about you before?
yeah, is that I'm just this infamous creature?
That's what it sounds like to
I
me.
don't know. So I was like, I'm not standing around this guy.
Yeah.
So I made sure, but then he'll do that thing where like he says hi to that group, bounces immediately, and I'm stuck with it.
The bouncer.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, he
You know?
left you. Yeah.
He left. He does that all the time.
That's the worst.
But in his brain, he's like, I'm going to go see everyone else. And nope, you got to.
The social puppy.
He loves it. Good for him.
Yeah. What you got to do in those situations is you got to get like a buffer.
Yeah.
Someone that you know
Yeah.
really well and like, we're together tonight.
And our buffer was
Because I've
late.
done that before.
That's brilliant, though. You do need a buffer.
Yeah. You just got to be like, okay. Like there's been times I've been invited to parties or like events and it's like, if I don't know anyone, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Because, I can meet a lot of people, but then it's like, it's the first meeting and it's at like a big social thing. So it's not going to, you may not remember me.
Yeah.
I won't remember you. I'm just gonna be standing around like everyone else knows each other. So it's like, what do I do? Just kind of like walk into some other conversation and be like, because I've done that before and it sucks.
I hate it.
It's like someone's talking about like a pimp. Like I was at this one bar for a friend's birthday, which I brought our mutual friend to. I knew no one there but the person's birthday. It was their birthday. So I only went again because I brought someone that I knew. He didn't know anyone there either. So perfect.
That is good.
We're not going to get
because
trapped.
then you're on the same page.
Yes.
I'm not on the same page with our friend.
Right. You can.
That's been the biggest
They're in
problem
different books.
of the 15 years of knowing him. I'm not on the
You're in a
same
Hemingway novel. He's in Dr. Seuss. They're not the same at all.
Thanks for giving me Hemingway.
Yeah. You're welcome. It's a bit of a stretch, but it was more about the two objects being that different.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, so like I went to this thing and I was like, I'm not going to go here because I know the person who's throwing it. I knew two other people there that I had met before, but were not like this. It's like I could talk to you maybe 5 minutes, but that's it. And so I was like, okay, I have to bring somebody with me so that I can use like the buffer to be like, hey, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go over here and talk about something else. And it was perfect. And like, there was one point that night where he had to go to the bathroom, whatever. And it was at an arcade, kind of like old arcade machine. So there were pinball machines in there. So I was at this pinball machine and I was just kind of like looking at it. I wasn't really playing it, but then it was a Playboy pinball machine. But then some guy came up and was like, oh, look at that. There was like a little picture of it was drawn. So like they drew Hugh Hefner and like whoever, but there was one like little grandma looking thing in the corner. And he was like, oh, look at this thing. Like some random guy just walked up. Like he was like trying to have conversation. And I was just like, yeah, cool. Like I didn't know what to do. And he just kind of like walked away. But like that kind of, it's like, I don't know what am I supposed to do here.
Are we supposed to do 5 minutes with this?
Like, yeah, it's like,
supposed to,
what is your name, first of all, so we can get to know each other, or at least know what to call each other.
Yeah.
And then where do we go from there? Like, oh, how do you know so-and-so? Like, oh, from this thing. Cool. What do you do for it's just like that kind of stuff where you're like,
Just such a chore. Granted, people came who I do enjoy being with, but they weren't there yet because we got there like earlier, like right on time.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other thing too of like my buffer if I did have a buffer, they weren't there yet.
Right.
So that was also the hardest
awkward,
part.
Like,
But you do need a buffer. You need a plan.
Big social things like that,
Yeah.
you need a buffer. If there's like 3 people and it's like, I don't know, you're on like your friend is like, hey, you want to come have dinner with me and this one other person, 2 other people? Cool. But like, if it's like a big thing like that where you're just going to be stuck in a corner somewhere, like, you need a buffer. That's the title of this episode. You need a buffer.
Get a buffer.
Get a buff.
Buffer. It's an escape plan. Girls do that.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They have to do that to go to the bathroom. That's
I
why
don't know
they
if that's
usually
about
post.
being a buffer, but
I don't know. Is that? I mean, it could be.
I don't know. I've
They just
tried
wanna
to
gossip in the
understand that
bathroom?
phenomenon. I don't get it.
It might be. Maybe they.
But they do like hang
They
out
do
in
it.
there and
They
stuff
do it,
too, so
yeah.
it's different. It's not like we're hanging out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You
Dudes
know,
don't
you
do
just
that.
go in there, you pee and you leave.
Yeah.
Wash your hands and then you leave.
Yeah. We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Isn't it the
We don't want
worst?
to talk while our dicks are out.
Isn't it the worst when people
Have you ever had someone talk to you while you're at the urinal?
Yeah, and I'm like, this is not.
I'm like, I get it because they're right next to each other, but
Yeah.
it's like we're here for a purpose. It's
And
not
it's
like
not to talk.
the socials stuff can happen just outside the door. It's
Yeah.
fine. Like
Yeah.
all of our cocks are out right now. Like what's the point of like my dick's in my hand? But is it really important to say like, oh, so and so's like really funny out there, right? Like, yeah, I guess. When we go back out there, we can talk about it.
Yeah, this is not a safe talk space. There should be like a picture of a mouth and then a line through it.
Yeah, just like a
don't
Ghostbuster
talk.
line.
Just don't talk.
Yeah, there's no speaking in the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh man.
We can speak at the sinks when we're washing our hands. Like that's fine, but it is kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess girls go in there and they like do all their sometimes
Good for them.
social hour. I think it's Boy Meets World. There's an episode where they go in the girls' bathroom. I'm like, why is there a couch in here?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit down sometimes. I'm like, oh, cool. I think that's the show that does that, right?
It did. Yeah.
Sounds
I think
familiar.
that was it.
But yeah, enough about bathrooms.
Man.
So what were you gonna say? But you went to this party. How did it end?
Yeah.
Did you eventually escape, or did you have to?
I eventually did.
Okay,
It
alone.
got okay, but then
Uh-oh.
it went to like 1 a.m.
Mhm.
and I was tired, but I had to see if he would win or not.
Oh, okay. I forgot what it was. Karaoke
Like
competition.
an American Idol kind of thing.
Okay, so you had to say one of those.
Kinda
things, right? You
had-
have to
is-
watch. I'm
yeah.
here to watch the act that's going on at 1. Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
So I had to, but missing the sleep, man.
Ugh. And did you
like-
drive separately, so you could leave whenever you want?
No, well, I knew I was going to stay till the end,
Okay.
so I had that planned. It was because it was the American Idol kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I will be there
Till the end. Okay, that's another thing people overlook too. Is like drive yourself.
Oh, drive yourself.
I'm going to the Renaissance Fair with some people from work, and they're like, "Oh, do you want a carpool?" And I was like, "No, because I need to have an escape plan."
Yeah, an escape plan.
And like they
Yeah.
were very like because they know me, like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." But
Mm-hmm.
if I'm feeling the need to leave, I need to leave. So I feel like not like more people don't do that. Like, you want a carpool? It's like unless we're like driving to Vegas or something.
Yeah.
No,
A
I
destination
can
that's
drive
far.
myself like a grown adult to the bar, the Renaissance Fair.
Mhm.
And then that way I can leave whenever I want. I'm not dependent on your drunk ass to
Mhm.
drive me home. Speaking of drunk ass, I want to ask you about something off mic.
Oh, okay.
So remember, I got to ask you about it. So yeah, did he win this competition? Or she win? They win?
He got second, which
Okay.
was really, so he was the number 1 male.
So no, he didn't win.
Lost to a girl who was actually on American Idol.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that was kind of a ringer then.
So that was actually probably the best.
Okay.
And he did great.
All right.
Pretty great.
What do you get for winning?
$500.
Respect. Oh, okay.
That was cool too. There's actual money. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you actually
What did she win?
1,000? Yeah. Something like that.
All right. What else we got this week?
Let's see. So today,
'Cause we're at 40, but we did record
Yeah.
that whole thing at the beginning
I just wanted to
with your music knowledge, lack of.
wanted you to help me create an assignment
Oh.
of something that I could do
Okay.
this week.
I'm very scholarly.
Because so today I had the very like off my phone spiritual like writing
Right.
morning.
Yes.
So I think like the biggest thing that I was focusing on was Like what is like stopping me from doing more videos and stuff?
Okay.
Usually it's that, oh, there's just so much you could do, and then I go, oh, there's too much, and then I get weird when I see people who aren't as funny as me making videos. And I get in the head when I see people who are funnier than me.
Okay.
So that's usually my like spiral of like why I don't end up doing stuff.
Right.
But now I know what I like kind of want to focus on.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you knew some people that you see online that I could spoof. That you think these people are kind of full of shit. Because I have a few kind of already in mind, like some, like the carnivore diet guy, because he's kind of funny already.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's your motive?
And he's not doing a bit, right? He's serious.
He's serious. So it's all people like that who are like, they're serious, but I want to make fun of them because I was,
I guess.
Because I was realizing that like the movies I like in the 90s or like growing up, most of them are spoofs.
Okay.
It's like Austin Powers where they're making fun of something
like
else.
James Bond.
James Bond. Like I love spoofs. So I feel like to get going more, I need to just be like spoofing stuff I see.
What can you spoof?
Mm-hmm.
Off the top of my head, I don't have anything. Is there like a specific? Is there like a tunnel you want to go down, or is it just like anything?
Anything. I just want to be, because I just see all these people like they're making stuff online, and it's like, well, what's your real motive of this?
Well, I think you have to start with what do you know very well. So something wrestling adjacent, maybe
wrestling,
like maybe. Just because the absurdity of the sport of wrestling, because like, yeah, it's a sport, like whatever, but I mean, you're wearing like leotards, and you're like rolling around on the ground with other dudes, and it's obviously clearly homoerotic, but also very masculine. You know, so it's like you could maybe spoof that somehow.
That could be cool.
Yeah, I don't know like the rules, like how it works, other than WWF, or that's not even called that anymore. What's it called now?
WWE.
Yeah, is it still called that?
WWE.
Yeah? Okay. WWF. I'm doing like Stone Cold, Mankind, that kind of era.
The Rock came back.
The Rock, yeah.
He bought like the rights to all his nicknames.
Think about, so even that in itself is kind of a spoof of wrestling.
Yeah, there's a spoof. Yeah.
Because it is, they're athletes, but it is a production. It's a show. They know how it's going to go. There's the people, they get hurt. If they get hurt, it's an accident, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe just, but not on that level, on like a college, high school level, like spoof that somehow.
Yeah.
Because you did wrestling for how long?
Like junior high and high school.
Okay. So then you know, like, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So again, off the top of my head, I would say that. Maybe something, I would say church related, but that could be like, I don't know how you would want to go with that without being.
Yeah, the church stuff is kind of tough.
Without being
because it offends
insensitive.
Church people so quick.
Yeah, because they're very quick to get offended.
Yeah. But it makes sense.
I feel like if church was funnier, I may be more interested. Like,
it can be funny.
Let's not take ourselves too seriously here.
That's why I watched Jeff Foxworthy do like comedy at a church, and he said he opened with, "I don't like to do this in front of Christians because they'll always like." Once I say a joke, they'll look around and be like, "Are we allowed to laugh at this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's exactly it."
Right.
They're always like, "Wait,
like, is it funny that
he's talking about sex with his wife? Can we laugh at that?" And it turns out, yes.
I think you went Southern with that.
You could. Well, he's got Jeff Foxworthy. He's a pretty Southern.
It's a blue collar.
Accent. Yeah, the blue comedy tour. Yeah.
Who's it? Him, Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
And is Ron White part of that?
Ron White. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some stuff.
So that was one dude where I'm like, you could do it.
Yeah.
It is just hard because
that is kind of a shame with groups that are like, I have a friend who was like super like woke and super left, and like she'll hear something funny that's like offensive, but she's just like you can laugh at that. If you think it's funny, it's okay to laugh.
I know. I think we're like almost breaking from that.
Yeah.
But that's what it is.
Right.
Is that they're like, I need to follow the institution's rules.
No.
And I have to
what did we learn from Poor Things, Caesar? The rules.
Exactly.
Do not follow the institution's rules.
Don't
I
do
already
it.
knew that. He learned that. So whatever. But the rules. The rules don't matter. You can laugh if you want.
Go off, sis.
Thank you.
Go
Thank
off.
you. Thank you. The rules. All the dudes you want in Europe.
All the rules.
What did she do? To give your money to whoever you want, just being oblivious, like, oh, they're helping people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Turn your husband into a goat. What did she? She did that, right? She turned the guy into a goat. Is that right?
You put the goat's brain.
Goat. Yeah, she made him a goat.
Yeah. That was a good twist.
Do whatever you want. Sorry. So yeah, for your
Good
spoofs. Your spoofs.
Yeah.
Those are my two go-tos. I have to think
'Cause
about
other
it some
ones-
more. Maybe it's
other
something
ones-
that's like specific to white people. 'Cause
Mhm.
that's such an interesting culture.
Yeah.
You know, like
No, it is.
obviously
yeah.
making fun of minorities is like, I think, easier for a lot of people to do because they're minorities. But it's true. Like it's easy to do. Stereotypes, I
Yeah.
think, are more prevalent in minorities
Oh, I see.
because
Yeah.
they're minorities. You know,
'Cause they're already. I mean,
not in a bad way, but you
they're
know,
not
we all
like
know
defended, so easier to
Right,
pick on.
right,
So that's why
exactly,
the weak dudes up at top will make fun of minorities in that sense.
Yes, because it's quote easy.
Easy,
But maybe
easy
do
stuff.
like white people spoofy stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I wouldn't even know, but 'cause
Yeah.
I'm not that white.
But that's why.
Only half.
That's why, like, I
Something,
love
something about how like putting ground beef in spaghetti. Like you're like, what? That's a thing. I heard that. That's a thing. Instead of putting
Ground
like
beef?
sausage or like,
I do that.
there we go. That's white people stuff.
That's
you didn't
meatballs.
even know that.
That's
yeah,
like
but
meatballs.
typically
Meat
meatballs.
sauce.
Yeah, but they're not made with ground beef. It's made with like sausage or turkey. It's not like a lump of red that you get from the thing and just. That's why people shit. Okay, I promise.
Is it white people?
Yeah, Caesar's nodding. So yeah,
These are not. Yes.
we don't have to do this now. It's out. It's fine. He's like stunned.
Speaking
Like,
of
what?
stereotypes.
What other white people stuff? That
I like that.
You know
I
what
mean,
I mean?
fitness
So,
is
like,
a big thing. Like I like. There's a. I want to make videos making fun of that buff guy, who he's got like eight pack abs, and he's like, I can eat whatever I want. Do I want this ice cream or do I want this cake? Because he's like selling like weight like fat burner stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's how you're allowed to do it.
Well, I don't think he's
Baked.
actually. Did you see him eat it?
He doesn't eat it.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
liar.
not doing it.
He's a liar.
That's like he's a
Let's do
liar.
the same thing. I'll do the same
Yeah,
thing.
those fitness guys are like, oh, it's cheat day. Here's my meal cut. They don't eat the whole thing.
That'd be pretty funny.
Liars.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think okay. So I think the wrestling stuff and the white people stuff will be really funny.
Yeah. Making fun of, because like,
I don't think white people get made fun of enough. That's why
I don't think they do.
and
Well,
they should
it's
be.
like, because who's in power? You know, like
The
who
whites.
are the richest people?
the whites,
Even if we're not talking
Or
about
actually
left or
the
right.
Indians.
I mean, Elon
Dubai,
Musk,
they're pretty rich.
pretty white. Dubai, I mean,
Well, I
Dubai.
said
I'm not
rich.
going to make fun of Dubai yet.
No. No. They kill
Don't go
us.
there.
Yeah,
No,
don't
but
go
like the
there.
tops, you know, Bezos, Musk, the Trumps, the Bidens.
Yeah, make fun of the whites.
Mm-hmm.
It is so easy
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the time. Once you look
You're
into
right.
it. Yeah.
If I focus on just making fun of the whites,
Would you look at him?
that'll make it easier. And then I'll get Caesar approval every time.
Yeah.
That's all I
All
want.
right, if you do the white thing, I can help you because as someone who is of mixed white heritage,
Yes.
when I see it, I'm like, well, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like it's, I can point it out easily for you.
Yeah.
Golly.
Gee golly.
Yeah, gee
Aw,
golly.
shucks.
Oh, shucks.
All right. Do you have anything? Because I know we've gone. How long did we do that thing at the beginning?
It was like 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that
Yeah, we got like 5 minutes then. Do you want to close on anything today? Anything besides the whites?
Well, the whites. I also thought about the whites because I saw the Brady Bunch movie
Mhm.
from the 90s.
That's right.
Which I grew up liking the Brady Bunch show. And I don't think I would have gotten all the jokes until I'm an adult
From the movie.
from the movie.
Mhm.
Because, and this is also like a formula we need to bring
Spoofy.
back. Well, it's spoofy. It's spoofy again. So the spoofy, that's why I'm like, I need to make spoofy stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's just so good. And they literally take this family from the 70s, they put them in the 90s, they don't explain why.
Right.
They're just there. They're like, oh, we need to buy that Brady house.
Yeah.
Not like, where did you time travel? Nope.
Right.
We're just
It's not
gonna-
relevant.
It's not relevant.
important.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. The
And I
important part is seeing these two things clash.
Yeah, the clash.
Yeah.
Like Adam's Family Values. Like, I don't know why in the 90s, like, that was such the thing to do.
Yeah. I don't know. It was funny.
This is funny. Bring back funny.
Yeah. Bring back funny. Yeah. Surprise. being funny, just be funny.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it could be challenging. But like something like that, it's like stupid,
Mm-hmm.
which is why it's funny. Just like how they speak to each other. And
Yeah.
they're not like the people that are acting. They're like quote serious, but like they're acting like idiots, you know?
Yeah.
And it comes across as funny.
Yeah, because
So-
it is.
Because it's everyone in the 90s is the serious ones in this movie.
Mhm.
They're like, what? They don't understand what's happening. Like, wait, like they don't get it. Like they're like, who are these? Same with the Addams family. It's like everyone else is normal. The Addams family are the ones that are acting kooky and over the top. So just seeing that contrast of like normal people reacting to like, it's almost like man on the street stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, someone's just like, da, 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 and some wacko comes across them, like Billy on the street or whatever. And they're just like, take off their AirPods, like, what? What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah. And you see the wacky characters are having more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to have more fun?
Yeah. Even when they're the butt of they don't know it.
They don't know.
Yeah, they're just like,
Yeah.
what?
I like the carjacking scene at the beginning with Greg and Marcia. This is a carjacking. Oh, we don't have a jack. I'm glad to go find someone who does. Maybe when I go back to school. Sure. School. Let's go to school. Like, why do they pick to say school like that?
I don't know. Was that a thing in the 60s?
I don't know.
School.
School.
Yeah, it's funny though.
Mm-hmm.
Or school.
Good. They make
Yeah.
fun of Peter's voice changing.
Mm-hmm.
Jan is technically the main character, but that makes sense because she's going through the
Yeah.
being a middle child.
Yeah.
And then her like 3 voices in her head.
Yeah.
No, Jan, you must not. Which voice are you? Oh, I'm new.
She is
I'm like,
kind of
that's
the main
just
character.
so silly.
Huh?
It's so
Yeah.
silly. Like, just do this again. Do this
Yeah.
now. Like,
More
bring
silly.
this back. Just bring silly
Let's just
back.
be silly.
Just be silly.
Not be so serious all the time.
Yeah.
Be goofy.
Goof it up.
Silly cats. All right. I think the hangover's kicking in.
Oh, is it? Does that mean you have to keep drinking?
I don't know what that means.
He was day drinking.
Ugh, I need to take a nap.
The gentleman needs to take a nap.
Well, let's not end on singing.
No. Because I'd be too happy.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing, sunshiny day. Even them just dancing in the mall.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Maybe you could do that somehow.
Yeah. I'll try to do that. I'll just be a Brady
That
Bunch.
could be white people culture
That's
too.
white. No, it is white people. It is. There's no anybody in that.
That's funny.
That's
okay.
okay, Brady Bunch.
We'll end it on that.
Got it.
And then on white people culture.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for being here. Another episode. Next week will look different if you watch this.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe look similar if we're in the same spot that we used to be in.
I don't know.
But we're just going to keep going on. Keep on going. Nothing's going to stop us.
Can't
Nothing.
wait for 100. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it'll be
Oof.
cool. It'll be a milestone for sure.
Man, in 10 episodes from now.
Yeah, so that'll be in the summer.
Summer. Yeah, we
Summer.
said June something.
Yeah, okay. It'll be a nice summer thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Caesar, do your things, please.
Follow me at I am Caesar Rod. That's my personal one. At The Rodriguez Show for the other show that I do. It's a radio show where I interview artists all over Orange County. And then Carla and Caesar's Modern Life. I just edited the Beyonce video for her new country album, and then I put it up, and YouTube blocked it.
Ugh.
But if we learn anything with Bad Bunny is that eventually they'll hopefully let it up. So follow us, Carla and Caesar on YouTube. And we just also released Ariana Grande, her album review. So that one was good.
That did not get blocked.
No, that's at 5,000 views right now.
Damn.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in.
Okay.
At the _Clint Show. Let's get it, people.
Right. Uncle, 2 underscores, Marcus. The 30s pod on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more white people culture. Making fun of white people culture. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.